Hello, my name is Kiichi Shirai from Ritsumeikan University in Japan. Today, I'll present our project, a method to manipulate subjective time by using tactile stimuli of wearable device. In everyday life, there are situations where it would be desirable to manipulate subjective time, such as waiting time and painful time. For this problem, many studies have proposed a method to manipulate subjective time. For example, there is a method using visual stimuli of the HMD and a method using auditory stimuli of speakers. However, it is difficult to use the previous method always and at any time in various situations of daily life. For example, there are situations where visual and auditory information is undesirable to present. Therefore, it would be useful to have a method that does not use visual or auditory information. Therefore, this study proposes a method for manipulating subjective time using tactile stimuli of wrist-worn devices. The proposed method changes the number of stimuli to manipulate the subjective time. We hypothesize that the subjective time becomes longer as the number of presented stimuli increases. This is a hypothesis based on the field duration illusion. We designed 3 patterns of tactile stimuli for experiment. These patterns contain a different number of stimuli per 10 seconds. Small number pattern is 3 stimuli, medium number pattern is 5 stimuli, and large number pattern is 11 stimuli. The wearable device that we developed is a wristband with vibration elements. 4 vibrating elements were placed on the palm side on the wrist. This experiment evaluated whether the subjective time changes by the change in the number of tactile stimuli. Participants were in a sitting position. The experimental task was to compare the subjective time of 2 different stimulus patterns. Participants experienced 2 stimulus patterns in sequence. After this, participants answered the former is longer, the latter is longer, or both are the same. At the scoring, 1 point was given to the longer stimulus pattern, -1 point was given to the shorter stimulus pattern, and 0 point was given to both stimulus patterns that felt the same. This trial was conducted for 3 pairs, in which 2 patterns were paired from 3 types of stimulus patterns. Note that the same pair was verified twice by switching the order of perception of 2 stimulus patterns. The results showed that the subjective time was longer when the number of stimuli increases. This result is consistent with the principle of the field duration illusion. From this result, it was confirmed that subjective time can be manipulated by using tactile stimuli of wrist-worn devices. This experiment evaluated how much tactile stimuli can change the subjective time to the actual passage of time of 10 seconds. We prepared 2 stimulus patterns, small number pattern and large number pattern. The experimental task was to answer how many seconds they felt about 10 seconds of stimuli. Firstly, participants understood the actual passage of 10 seconds by experiencing 10 seconds without stimulus. After resting for 3 seconds, participants experienced 10 seconds with the stimulus, and answered how many seconds the stimulus felt. This was conducted for 2 stimulus patterns. In the small number pattern, the subjective time was 9.69 seconds, which was 3.1% shorter than the actual time. In the large number pattern, the subjective time was 11.83 seconds, which was 18.3% longer than the actual time. The results showed that the stimuli implemented in our study could make participants feel shorter or longer than the actual time. From the results, we found that subjective time can be manipulated by using the tactile stimuli of the wrist-worn device. Our findings can be applied to wearable devices, mobile devices, and stationary devices. Our method is expected to be useful when interacting with smartwatch and smartphone. For example, our method reduces the waiting time, such as to launch and install applications, to measure mental and physical state by healthcare application, to watch boring streaming advertisements, and to experience painful time, such as injections. Thank you very much for your attention.